I'm Jonas and I build. Years, my whole life basically, but since 2014 I'm taking photos of it, not from all. I made a lot of things, but a few I photographed since ever Lego, my whole life, since 2010 or whenever it got released, Minecraft. First only in the Pocket Edition, like all of us probably, but then eventually on the laptop, and then now since a few years on the PC. The build in a lot of ways to create things. I love to draw my whole life. Since ever, as a 1-year-old, I already took pencils and started doing stuff there. Yeah, obviously also in school I did a lot of things with art, had art till the very end, and then we got locked down, COVID, and I started studying, like I finished school and I went to university, and I was like, okay, now childhood is over, now seriousness begins. I have to make money and learn a job, and started international business with 19. Got completely locked down, and for the first 2 semesters I hustled. I worked very hard. Then I turned sick. Got the exact same disease like Mr. Beast. Give me your sympathy, oh your blah blah blah. No, why am I telling you this? The exact same disease like Mr. Beast, an inflammation of the gut, Crohn's disease in English I think. Very bad, you're on the toilet like 10 times a day with blood, with pain. You can't really sleep, you can't really eat, you can't really gain weight or whatever. I was very sick, very bad sick for 1 year and a half. And then I finally, like, you are at every doctor, you're doing everything, you're doing research on the internet, you're talking to all kinds of medicine stuff, alternative medicine, you're trying everything to get healed, kind of, and not to get depressed and so on. And then finally I found a doctor who just said, why you didn't try this medicine yet? He gave it to me and I tried it and it worked and it healed within a month, completely. So my gut is fine now. You can't really heal completely in your whole life. Like, I will have to kind of check my health from time to time at the doctor, but that's not a bad thing, I guess. Then I had to spend a lot of time. I kept studying, but I was forced to stay at home, kind of not doing something with your friends at university, basically just staying at home and studying online. Yeah, that you can watch the same little channel and you see month per month, knowing that I'm sick, kind of like the core keeper videos. I'm so sick, being on the toilet, pressing record, and then being on the toilet again. But then I started building the swords, like all these swords here, all these swords here. Oh man, yeah, like, I don't know who you are. In case you are interested in movie props or whatever, then we got the dark saber. We got. Ooh, I did a lot of stuff. I wasn't depressed, and so I think I can inspire a lot of people that have health issues as well, or that have trouble getting creative, or that are too adult to do these things and kind of wish that they could be childish again, because you are happier, you're more creative, you are yeah, I kind of experienced how it feels to turn it off, and I think this is the reason why eventually, once you're grown up, you want to have kids, because then you kind of want to feel the childhood and then watch your kids play and watch your kids building Legos and whatever again, because you missed this. So big message, don't lose your inner child, and this is what I'm doing at TikTok. I'm already reaching a lot of people. Yeah, and then it came to this, and you can see on the Cinedal channel when I built it. It was exactly the time when I healed, like, I think literally the day I met the doctor who gave me the medicine that made me healthy again after almost 2 years. I think at the exact day I started building that armor. And yeah, then there I was at my parents' home, and I started building, and every single day I added a few things. First I did like the protection here, and then, even though, like, watch on Cinedal, watch what I built, and then I found TikTok for the first time before. I never ever used TikTok before. I had no idea. Like, I always was like, that's way too cringy, and only little kids are using this and so on. And yeah, then I kept learning. I learned how to edit on your phone. I learned how to edit on your laptop with CapCut, and right now I'm learning DaVinci Resolve. And yeah, so I think it's understandable why this armor has such a special meaning to me. This is why it has a special place here, and a special, yeah, I think it can kind of become a symbol figure, kind of my inner child, that shows you how to be happy, how to be childish, but not in a stupid way, more like in a very smart way. Because if you think, like, I'm studying economics, I'm studying international business, I understand a lot of these things. If you look at companies, if you look at where you make money creativity. If you only do what you're told, you will be in normal work kind of, but you need these childish thoughts, this creativity, these out of nothing. Give me a pencil and a paper, lock me in a room. In 2 hours, I'll come out and present you something. And while watching this channel, I'm optimistic that you will so too, or I will at least try to guide you into this direction. That's my plan basically. I've got a lot of other plans as well. Won't talk about these. Maybe in the future we will see how all of this will turn out. I don't know. Like the interest is there, and TikTok is pretty successful, but YouTube until now not really. Like if you compare it to basically everyone else on YouTube, it's not successful, but maybe it will. And then in the next years, but let's just say I got a lot of good ideas in while being forced to stay at home for 2 years. So much potential here. You understand now that I'm interested in a lot of things, have passions in a lot of directions, and kind of what if you watch right now a tutorial for how to make a successful YouTube channel, everyone is telling you to only go into one direction and only doing this so that a subscriber subscribe and then gets next video and so on. But what's kind of cool, you can summarize all these things, building under creating stuff out of nothing, and yeah, that's pretty cool, I think. And then kind of finished school. I stopped basically doing art stuff for not getting depressed or anything. I starting doing these things again. Then pretty soon after this, I started YouTube. It started recording me doing these things. Had the Cynical channel, had a lot of other channels before this since ever, but there I played Clash of Clans or whatever, so that's not interesting. But kind of art relevant, kind of build relevant. I started recording, but I kind of a passion again, on my passion again for building things. And now kind of cool that university is pretty chill this semester. I'm in the 5th semester now, I'm 21, and this semester is basically only math and I got a lot of time. So a lot of time for making videos. I really started putting some effort in these, and I really enjoyed. Like I had to learn social media stuff as well. I had to learn editing. I had to learn kind of building a whole channel and everything around it. But it's starting, and I think the videos are getting better and better. Like don't blame me or anything. I'm just getting started, kind of. But a few of you are already liking it, and as you have seen, a lot of Minecraft, a lot of Lego, the N1 Starfighter, for example. There actually a lot of you are interested and asking me for instructions and so on. I will put a lot of effort into this. Obviously, before season 3 comes out, you will get it, and this will be my best Lego build until now. Kind of, will put all my passion into this. I think you kind of see that I have interest in a lot of things, but you can kind of summarize this under building things, being creative, creating things out of nothing, and I truly enjoy this, and I know that there are a lot of people out there enjoying it as well, and if I can reach them over YouTube, over social media, then it's a good thing. It's more the thought of getting inspired here and kind of watching me doing art stuff, doing build stuff, and maybe getting a bit entertained even, I don't know, and then you get inspired and get ideas, and then you can create it on your own. Like here you will see how I'm making it, and then you can build it on your own while watching the video or afterwards. But for example, the mask or whatever, I show you how I do it. By this you kind of learn how you can make it on your own, And then obviously I did stuff at school as well. Like I think this is the very first thing that I had to, where I had this was, I don't know, like 2016 or 17 or whatever. But here, as you can see, glue gun and wooden sticks, or with noodles. I built a T-Rex once out of noodles and glue gun. It's broken now, but this works as well. Yeah. And for example, these things I made. So you're doing this to show off? Yeah, exactly. I want to show off and show how amazing I am. It's hot. Yeah. The thing is, in general, it's pretty uncomfortable for me in front of the camera. I'm kind of getting used to it. And at university, I give a lot of presentations, so speaking fluently, speaking in front of a crowd and so on, that's not so hard for me. Same time, I would enjoy it more if I would see. I mean, I built all these Legos and so on, a lot more up there, and my whole life, and of course, I would enjoy it more if I would simply build on my own, but I think I have a message. I learned a lot in the past 2 years, thought a lot. Like, if you're forced to stay at home, you think a lot, you get a lot of ideas. I have ideas for 3 companies, a social network, already made YouTube channels about them, recorded me presenting it, all secret, all hidden. But eventually, in a year, in 10 years, in 20 years, maybe I can reuse this. So, for those who haven't understood it yet, build symmetrical, and I build, and you build, and well, let's build. And of course, we got these things like this. This will be the main thing, I think, because it's the most special thing. There are people building stuff out of these things, but mostly movie props, cardboard crafters. By the way, this as well. Like that. And you can make build out of this. So I think now everyone should have understood the logo. And then, because I have much more time now, because university is very chilled this semester, so for the next month I will have a lot of time, putting a lot of effort into these videos, building and then editing and then doing social media stuff meanwhile. Like, social media stuff I do every single day, and because I want these build videos having a high quality, they will come second, third, fourth, I think 1 video per week at least, and then maybe 2 or 3 or 4. It depends on how difficult the build is, because right now, like the Rex you're constantly seeing there, Rex video and the Panther mask, and I mean, it's a good build. And it took me 3 to 4 hours plus the editing and so on. And technically, I could do a video like this every single day. So yeah, like right now I have to figure out a lot of other stuff like DaVinci Resolve or CapCut editing and how to do social media. Art interested people or people in general simply have to see it, and then they'll click it and then they'll like it, I hope. So right now I'm kind of in a situation where I have good videos, but nobody knows it. So yeah, but yeah. I am very optimistic, let's say that way. And watch my Q&A as well if you're more interested into back thoughts and all of this year. It has a big background story, let's say it that way. and a lot of back thought, and a lot of potential, I think. Like, maybe I can motivate you, inspire you. I think a lot of us are going on social media, watching movies or whatever, to simply forget our environment, to get, yeah, just we try to get some positivity out of this, and I think that I can share a lot of it here, like a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts. Yeah, I'm also planning on doing live streams, like that would be kind of cool, that we are doing a live stream while I'm building these things. Then I can make a video out of it anyways, but then you will have kind of the longer version, like the whole build, then the video as well, and we'll see how this, if this is possible and how this is possible. A lot of this will continue like that, and of course you can tell me in what direction you have seen what I like, suggest things. We can do one drawing per week, one Lego build per week, one Minecraft build per week, one thing like this per week. Just give me your general impression, what you want to see. Even I'd like to look back in Raft or in Space Engineers. Like, it's brilliant what you can build there. So cool, you can build freaking spaceships. Alright, and with that said, I think not everything is said, but what's necessary is said. Kind of you can decide how it continues here. I will upload and you tell me what you want to see next, and then I'll do it, and then we have cool videos, and yeah, just like that. Thanks for your attention. I'll see you next time.